What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. What are we gonna do tonight, Dre? Well, the same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. And now that we've had the cluster of all the forces of justice coming in, we might actually stand a chance
Something
of
is wrong
doing...
with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, Iris, we get it. You're completely interrupting my intro here. But now that we've had a chance to settle down from the forces of justice really tooling us over the last little bit, we can get on with finishing off Agent X and setting up the factories on the world stage for this time it's personal. That's so much to do. I mean, we've got our power generation room and our prison in the basement here. Should actually check these guys while we're at it. Yeah, we can release you.
Please pay no attention to this minion.
And you. Okay, good. You guys are all fine and dandy. So let's check the world map. I know it's still on slow speed, but I want to see what's up out here. Okay, we need 4 martial artists for that. How many do we have currently in training? Up to 6. So, just gotta wait on that. Need 5 valets and 6 socialites. Do we have 6 socialites training? We only have 4, so let's up that a little bit. And while we're at it, let's just bring in a whole ton of workers, because, well, they're going to be trained up anyway. However, we do have the science minions to launch this scheme, so we're going to launch it right now. Because I want to get rid of Agent X, because he has been a thorn in our side. And while we're at it, we can set up a factory in the eastern part of Canada. Get that out of the way. Don't have to worry about it anymore. There's 24 minions leaving the lair. While I'm thinking about it, we can come up here and do we have any more decorations that we can put in? That is the wrong button, Dre. There we go. So what do we got for decor in here? We got a whole bunch of consoles. Do they do anything? I want to find the ones that do stuff for us, if we can find any of them. Well, I'm not a big fan of coffee myself, but let's face it, sciences need coffee. And we'll install an air conditioning unit here. Don't want a water cooler because we don't want them anywhere near us. We'll put a space heater there just to make things a little bit better. The Iris mainframe doesn't really do anything, but the drinking fountain we can put here, and we can get more loot as we go along. So we'll let our minions do that. What we should end up doing is actually starting to put some of those decorations into these rooms to make our minions a little bit happier, a little bit tougher. It all works out though. So we'll speed it up and let our people get on with what they gotta do. Down the hallway of doom. I could have sworn we put in our... Might be thinking of my other game where we had our construction manifold, though we might be putting it in here. So this basically got gutted by fire, so we don't actually need it this big anymore. So what we can do, since we have the cash for it right now, close off that section, and we can start look at putting in a manufacturing center up here.
Scheme has succeeded.
Though I prefer it near the stairs, so once we get all this moved around, sorted out, once our power is down here in the basement completely, that's when we'll really start to look at it. Now we do have 137 spare power. Don't think that's going to be enough overall, and we're maxed out on our gold, so let's go up to our gold vaults. Now we do have access to the mega safes. They cost a little bit of power, but they store a massive amount of gold. So what we'll do is we'll just put in 2 for now. That'll increase our gold volume storage. Still researching henchman improvement stage 4, which will help us out a fair bit.
Salaries paid.
So we're going to need to increase our overall gold storage when things start going haywire. And just like that, the forces of justice decide to come in.
Invincible. You're nothing but weeds.
And we do have open slot for a last henchman. So let's... That is the wrong button again, Dre. We're doing manifest entropy right now. We could go with roboticists. Heavy Metal Queen is kind of fun. I tried that one on my own campaign, and she is admittedly fun to have around. But I think we'll go with one of the loot options next. It's kind of a tough call. No, you know what? We're going to get our roboticist and get Iris up and running. In her own digital body, she's going to pull a full ED from Mass Effect, which is awesome. So we can get all set it up and sorted and just run with it. But right now it's just kind of a waiting game. So we still have to frustrate Agent X 2 more times.
Your criminal networks are idle.
And he's up in Alaska
Consider
right
running
now.
some schemes.
15 workers to frustrate Agent X. Sounds like a good trade-off to me. And that's a bunch of money that we can pull in. Don't have the intel for that. Can remove all the heat from this region. We do want to try and keep our heat score down a little bit.
A scheme has succeeded.
Now, with any luck, we'll get a Frustrate Agent X here. That would be perfect. Well, we do have one up here, but we need 8 socialites instead of 6. Don't think it'll be too hard to train up another pair of them. Alright, so that's 2 frustrations
You to bits.
for Agent X.
You are a plague. I am the cure. Go ahead.
A henchman is in danger.
Okay, so it looks like the forces of justice aren't quite done with us yet. You know, if I knew anything about this game, I'd have a better way to set up traps here. Although, with the Aperture DLC, which I have played around with, I was considering launching it into this Let's Play. I'm not sure if I will or not, but... yeah, once you get your factory inside your lair, I can set this as one giant Aperture lab, and anybody who comes in who's bad would get smacked around with a whole bunch of devious traps and gun turrets and, you know, fun stuff. Are you still there? Still can't watch Pacific Rim without hearing Klaus's voice. And for the record, I have no shame in admitting, GLaDOS scares me. But while we have the time to sit and think a little bit, let's toss those last 2 power generators in so we can start cleaning up that second floor. We're going to expand it this direction
The heat
and
of the
this
criminal
direction.
network has attracted the forces of justice.
Still waiting for all of our troopers to go on their mission. We need 1 more.
A henchman has recovered.
These are probably good agents too, yeah, level 9s. And we're almost done with the henchman improvement project, so not too shabby there. I dislike that they are able to see and disable most of our traps in this hallway right now. That's the last valid. I think we need to complete that one.
A trap has been triggered. Your scientists have discovered something.
Alright, now we could get stun sticks, or we could get the arrest one.
I'll see you in hell.
Nothing really in global operations that we need.
Ugh. Second-rate programmers.
We'll get that, because a lot of our workers are the ones taking on a lot of tasks. Speaking of workers, while I am thinking about it,
Research has begun.
let's just use our funds to bring more workers in. I don't really like saying that it's a carousel of minions running through here, but it's pretty much a carousel of minions at this point. Good to see all our little jumpsuits popping in. Alright, so Agent X is off of this one, and we can launch the 8 socialites we need. And then we should be able to drop this back down to 6 once that's all said and done. We'll watch them send it first, and then we'll drop the socialites back down to 6. We don't need 8 of them. But getting rid of Agent X will definitely help us out. And that will mean most of the Patriot territories are pretty much ours to do with whatever we want. We're going to set up an illegal maple syrup distillery in Canada. No, don't ask me how maple syrup distilleries could be illegal. Or would even you would do distilled maple syrup.
A criminal
Sell it to
network
the
has
States,
too
maybe?
much heat and has locked down.
Alright, so
Salaries paid.
while we're here, we need a socialite for that, but we don't have any right now, and the last one's probably training for this operation. But our focus right now is going to be on Agent X. And then we'll get our roboticist task going. Get our last henchman slot filled up, and then we'll have all the science minions. Then we can drop into really focusing on getting some loot to spruce up the lair. There we go. So we can drop socialites back down to 6 because we don't need that many of them.
Task complete.
Alright, kill hard-boiled investigators in the lair. Alright, we gotta find these hard-boiled investigators, or are they just gonna drop on the beach, maybe? Or have they spawned on a different floor? It is very possible that they spawned on a different floor and I just haven't seen them. They might be coming in on the next ship, too. While I'm thinking about it, though, we can now add a couple more mega safes into the lair. In fact, we're going to add 4 more. Our safety deposit box is all along the back wall there. Does make them slightly harder to get to, but... well, it's casino money, right? Completely legitimate casino money. We just gotta worry about where these investigators are coming from. I haven't seen them yet. They should have a special tag on them. Something along those lines? Hard-boiled investigator.
An intruder in
Blood. Overcooked.
Hard-boiled investigator.
I'm doing the world a favor.
Your henchman. Your flounder.
Terrorizing stuff technique.
Your criminal networks are idle. Consider running some scheme.
I'll see you in hell.
Your henchman is in combat. This is why I always keep my knives sharp.
Alright, there we go. And then we gotta confront Agent X on the world stage. While you bolster your defenses, confront Agent X where he waits for you. It will buy you some time before he makes his big move. Okay, so this might be the final steps towards finally getting rid of that pain in our behind. Are all of our... Yes, all of our gun racks are out. So what I think we're going to do, just really quickly, not that, we'll expand this room just a little bit, and we'll toss in not a pistol rack, another rifle rack. Get a few more guns on the go. Ah, there's our manufacturer.
A trap has been triggered.
And there come the soldiers. At least some of them are getting hit by the traps. That's some Agent X evidence.
Feel my wrinkled fist.
Jubei's in combat over there.
Release.
A henchman is in danger.
Wow, Jubei got put down hard.
Technically, I'm invincible.
Your
You are nothing but weeds. Listen, your tea and group smells like teen spirit. Another bad air day.
Well, hopefully that'll be able to solve it
henchman
up.
is in danger.
All masters require a moment of
Okay, so the contagion kind of hit us as much as it hit the bad guys. Well, good guys. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Cloning machine will be up soon.
A henchman has recovered.
Alright, with our henchmen's recovering. It says confront. Yeah, there we go. Confront Agent X. 6 mercenaries and 4 martial artists.
My batteries are low.
So we'll just have to wait for them to train up. So now I'm kind of tempted to do a playthrough with Zelenka where you have all muscle minions, because
A henchman has recovered.
that'd be kind of funny. Brainiac keeps the, well, less intelligent members of the henchman pool around. Good. Just need to wait on that. Let's go to the basement for a second.
Salaries paid.
Now that you've come to your senses, we can release you. We have 186 power. I really want to get rid of that power on the main floor. They are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. So we need to make this 6 wide. So there's still an access at the bottom. And that will allow us to start looking at getting rid of that power generation on the second floor. Which will most definitely help. I believe each one of these takes up 10 power? Oh, supplies 20. So we can get rid of a few of them. Let's start back here. So that's 40 down. Look at all the minions working. I love hard work. I could watch it all day long.
A trap has been triggered.
And what we can do... because these give us 40. So we drop 2 of them in. Might have to tunnel over to this gold here pretty quick. Unless we go to the world stage and find some minor money-making schemes to allow us to bring in a lot of cash. We can launch that scheme for a little bit of money. We can launch that one for a bit of money. Clears out the lab a little bit.
New research has been completed.
Alright, so we got the cloning machine. Karaoke machine.
Research has
Betterment for
begun.
muscle minions. Yes, we want that. It's not what I wanted. So in the medical wing, we now have a cloning machine. Which we need to go down to the first floor to our infirmary. And we can toss it into the corner right there. Only takes 10 power, it's only 20,000 gold. But while we're doing that, I'm going to extend this hallway off and create more of a mine structure. I wasn't planning on, you know, being a whole underground evil tyrant, but this works. I'm no dungeon keeper. Go. That'll work, and that'll bring in a fair bit of gold as soon as the minions run down there to do their job. Still have lots of power, so we can continue getting rid of this area. So it should be 80 power down. All in all, we're doing pretty good right now. I say that, and then every time I say that, forces of justice show up. Right. We do have 4 martial artist training, right? We have up to 6. So where's that martial
I'll
artist?
hack you to bits.
Yo,
These are their best fighters? Jubei will destroy them.
You are a plague. I am the cure.
your henchman is. I need.
Smells better than it sounds.
Little side jokes. So the big limiting factor is we only have the 1 martial arts trainer. We have 2 hitman trainers. So let's actually toss in another martial arts trainer. Seems to be what's limiting us. It can go right there. Why not? bad overall.
A scheme has succeeded.
Remove all heat from there. We do want to keep our heat down as much as we can, because that'll mean weaker forces of justice. Spend the 38 intel to drop the heat there
A
too.
scheme has succeeded.
Ah, and of course you would be there. Mrs. Foxworth. I don't know if we've seen her before in the playthroughs, so... She's like Moneypenny, only more of an annoying pain in the butt. Alright, so we still got a decent amount of power. Now that we're maxed out on cash again. Let's go in and drop a few more generators down here. And we can go up to the second floor and remove some more generators from here. And we might have to put in another sushi bar. Right there seems good, because a lot of these people are needing
A trap
food.
has been triggered.
Oh, he must have fallen in the shark tank. These level 9 Patriot agents are being a pain in the butt. The area is locked down, so we can't confront him just yet. How long do we have until... Okay, so 5 minutes, give or take, and
The
then we can
heat
take
of
on
the
Agent
criminal
X.
network has attracted the forces of justice.
We can deal with it as it goes. All the weird little inventions. I still love the giant Slurpee machine. Every time I see it, I'm going to comment on it because, well, it's awesome. What we can do right now, though, is backfill most of this. So once this power is out of the way,
Salaries paid.
we can deal with the rest of it. Just another minute since we're on faster speed. Does help us out. I guess if we throw in the last 2 generators down here, it would allow us to go back up to the second floor. Sell off those 2 generators. Which will give us a whole bunch of room to do a bunch of cool things. We could set this up as our area to get construction items from. But we're still doing most of our stuff on the first floor and the basement, so where it is kind of okay for now. And yeah, I know, backfilling this and then redigging it out for things that we might do in the future may not be the best and most logical use of the time. But this floor is becoming a lot more busy with our command center being how it is. The fact that our science lab is up here. We got beds. We got all this. So, one of the cool things that did come with one of the DLC packs is individual beds, like their science, worker, and muscle minion and deception beds that are only used by those specific people. let's see if we can run... Oh, Agent X is there. Might as well risk it anyway. It's a lot of muscle minions to send out, though. So while I'm thinking about it, can't hire anymore. What we can do is maybe expand a little bit up here, put in another tiny little barracks with some lockers. That would take our minion count up a little bit.
A criminal network has too much heat and has locked down.
Liberty's light shines through any darkness.
Alright, so we gotta defeat Agent X in the lair. So we're looking for him and his little super agents. Investigators I'm not too worried about. Where is Agent X and his cronies? Because they don't technically have to use the doors. Start from the top and work our way down. Not seeing them. But I'm guessing once I spot them, it'll be painfully obvious.
I have many special moves. Observe!
Unless this is Agent X and his troops. Oh, there he is.
Ugh. Agent X has entered the lair. Find and kill him.
Ah, Agent X fell for the sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their foreheads. I don't think he's gonna fall for laser wall though. He might. Oh, I was hoping he would. There's more of Agent X's planted evidence.
A trifling adversary.
Executed.
Focus.
I have but one life to give for my country, but I won't give it today.
What's wrong, Agent X? No more grandstanding about truth and justice from the star-spangled planet.
You think I don't know? You think I don't know half the time I sound like a joke? You think I chose all this?
I assumed that any man who parades around as you do would have chosen it himself.
Well, Agent X was Patriot's game, not mine. You know, I didn't always wear this getup and spout this stuff. But now you get the man, not the mask. Agent X started this fight, but Sam Hill will finish it.
Alright, so that takes him out of the line for right now. I think we might need to go on to the next one before we get that all started. We should be able to do away with them. But we are going to
You're
start...
scientists. I've discovered something.
Boss, we have an unusual window of opportunity.
What is it?
Our scouts report unusual chipsets being fabricated at a remote facility. Estimates suggest advanced robotics.
Perfect. Why beat people senseless myself when a robot can do it 38% more efficiently? Send a team to get it.
At once, boss.
Alright, so we'll start that. Go to the research menu, and this should be increase science minions maximum
Research
smarts.
has begun.
Start researching that. Oh, it's a staff room item. Oh, we're gonna need more staff room just for this, but we definitely want it. can't remember, is it staff room or break room? Ah, there we go. The color is right there. It's the orange stuff. Could put it in. Hopefully that's enough room. We'll see before I actually lay it down. Yeah, there we go. We definitely want that. Still have good power, and the second floor is looking all nice and dandy. So we can go in and collapse that room down. Sell off that door. Huh. Haven't noticed that one before. Toilets. Okay, we'll confirm that. We'll get rid of this entire little section. And then let's consider putting in another minion room here, but might have to expand this kitchen more than anything.
The heat at a criminal network has attracted the forces of justice.
Alright, so we gotta get a chipset. And I know I'm kind of going off Trappic? Wow, topic. Rambling on a little bit. We can send them to set up that factory. I'm trying to cram a little bit more in this week than normal. Requires a level 3 criminal network. And we can send that to be upgraded. We need to set up a factory there. So where are these chipsets at? Raid the facility. Definitely launch that. Send out another 23 minions. So yeah, while we're at it, these are how long? 2, 3, 4 long. So if we increase this room by 4, we should be able to get a couple more sushi bars in there. Move that one down a little bit. In fact, I got a better idea. Put that one there. We can fit another sushi bar like that.
Salaries paid.
I guess this is where Fugu hangs out most of the time. That's what we'll go with anyway.
A criminal network has been upgraded.
Ooh, our supercomputer is broken down. Do we not have the technicians available? It's actually becoming a fairly consistent problem. Let's increase the number of technicians we have by 2. Since we're going to be installing...
What's this? An unauthorized transmission? Source
Hi. We haven't been introduced. My name is Naomi Sorayama. Nice to meet you. You robbed me. Let's talk.
I'm not compensating you.
Of course not. You're human. All we do is disappoint each other. But I'm warning you. Leave this alone.
No matter. We'll proceed with the operations and track down that transmission.
Alright, raid the other facilities on the world stage. It's not interrupting my train of thought at all. Well, while we're at it, we still have plenty of power. Let's just go ahead and bite the bullet here. fill up this wall with safes. So it's going to be 50 power down the drain, but a heck of a lot more gold. Will be able to be stored. We don't have to worry about it as much. And I can look at putting in more barracks facilities on this floor.
has been triggered.
Both of our supercomputers are on the fritz now. Really gonna need to get more technicians on the job. It's amazing, each mega safe that goes down, what percentage our vault is at drops significantly. By about 2% right now, but we're up to 434 capable of being stored. $464,000. Will we break 500k? Maybe. Probably not, but yeah, it was kind of nice to think about. There we go, an entire rack of wall safes. These ones are already full. Got all that going, they got all that going. So it's operated by socialites or workers for all of our muscle minions. It's kind of cool. I'd like to get it closer over here, but not necessarily a good idea. Oh, at the moment anyway.
Salaries paid. Your criminal networks are idle. Consider running some schemes.
Every little boost for our muscle minions helps, though.
Feel my wrinkled fist.
Speaking of which, let's toss in another rifle rack. We have the power for it.
These are
Having
the
everybody
best
with lethal
fighters.
weapons would be awesome.
Jubei will destroy them.
We should look into getting some melee weapons for our martial artists, but I like the idea of having machine guns on everybody. But let's just set ourselves up for next week a little bit better than we are right now. Launch that scheme, because that'll bring us some money in. Might as well raid the other facility, because it's only one of them, and that area is going to get locked down soon. We're still not free of Agent X, but soon enough.
Side story begun.
And with the minions running out of the lair, that's probably a good place to call it for this week, guys. Got a little bit of a headache, so don't want to ramble on too much. But if you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, be one of the valued members in the lair. Just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.